Morning and welcome to another sacred session. I'm Jenna, Harman, psychic medium. I come from you live this morning, Sydney, Australia, where it's a little bit chilly actually this morning. We've had quite a bit of rain here, so I love the rain. It brings cleansing, clearing, and just refreshes and rejuvenates everything. It's actually the seventh show for me this morning, and I actually love that because seven is one of my favorite numbers. And I just thought for something a little bit different this morning, I thought I might actually set you guys up with a little bit of homework. When people come to me for a private session or a party session or any sort of session, really, I tend to give people homework, and really it's the same homework, so don't worry. It's not like you're going to have volumes and volumes. It's not going to be months and months of, tasks and things like that. But basically what I try and do is I try and empower people. I like to give people a way and a means to connect or to start to connect and talk to those loved ones in spirit, their own spirit guides, and also to connect with their own animals that have passed. Everybody and everything with the soul goes to the same space. So basically what I get people to do is either in your mind or as in to say out loud, whether you talk to your loved ones out loud or within the mind, you basically ask them to start showing you a symbol. You ask them to show you a symbol so that you know that they are personally trying to connect to you and that they are personally around you. So, for example, I might say to my father in spirit, can I please next time next time you want to connect with me, next time you're around, can you please send me a blue balloon or a yellow bird or whatever it is that connects personally between me and him so that I know he is trying to communicate with me. And it literally is as simple as that. You tell your loved ones in spirit your passwords or their codes, their symbology. It might be a feather. It might be a button. It might be a coin. You tell them what you would like so that you know that they are personally around you. And you try not to tell anybody this password, by the way, especially a reader, so that when you do get your private message returned, you know exactly how authentic it is and how sacred it is. And it's literally how we start to talk to our loved ones in spirit through symbols, signs, numbers, dates, songs. They can come through in many, many ways. But today we're going to have a sacred session, and we're going to have a sacred session with Kelly in Cape Coral, Florida. Hello, Kelly. How are you this morning?
Hi, I'm doing good. Thank you so much.
Oh, that's awesome. How can I help you this morning, my love?
I just wanted to connect with some loved ones if that was possible. And I also wanted to know if you could give me some advice. I am thinking about going back to school and changing careers, and I wanted to know what you saw in that.
Well, I'll address the career-changing one first, but I did write a few things down before we actually had our session today, so I'm going to give you those too, because I do find that when I'm sitting here and I'm jotting things down on my pad, they can be for you anyway. So I will give you all of that. But basically, I want to encourage you to make this change, sweetheart. There's something inside you that needs something new. There's something inside you that's not being fed, not being allowed out, so to speak. So there's this humanitarian, this giving, this service feel around you. And I don't feel like I'm able to do this currently. I'm not saying you're in a bad place. You could be in a job that you've been in for quite a while, and it's fine. It's paying the bills. It's doing its job. But I don't feel fulfilled, darling. I feel like there's this need inside of me to be doing something more, being more creative, being able to tap in and kind of hit where my heart expands, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it does.
Yeah, so I want to encourage you to do that. And I do want to say to you, I feel like there will be messages, signs and directions that are going to come and kind of lead you to where maybe the next step is for you. So with the study, all those sort of things, I do feel you will receive encouragement through sign symbols. I call them signposts kind of leading us down our direction. And I do believe that. Now, sweetheart, I would like to say that I do want to say to you that there's quite a few people in spirit around you, to be quite honest. I kind of feel like I want to tap into maybe three to five different energies
Oh,
around
wow. Okay.
to be. So it makes me feel like you may have quite a few people in the spirit world, or you may come from a large family in the spirit world. But I do want to say that there's very much around you. I also want to say that I want to connect to the dog, to be quite honest. So I don't know if you've had a dog, but I feel like there's a special animal of a dog. I feel like it's a dog. That also needs to be acknowledged. I feel like it's a brown dog. Anyway, I'm not gonna go into dog so much, but I will say this. I want to say that I definitely want to acknowledge the grandmother figure. I do feel it's very feminine, so I feel like I may be connecting to mum's side of the family, to be quite honest. I also want to say, I also want to say, I don't know if it's the smell of the rose, the color of the rose, or the rose itself as a sign, symbol, or flower for you. But this lovely lady comes in spirit. I also want to acknowledge, though, is there a younger male spirit in the world of spirit for you, darling?
Okay, yeah, I've lost a lot of friends, and that's funny you mentioned roses because I've been smelling like flowers lately when I'm not around them.
Well, there is your sign and confirmation, Kelly, my love. Um, they're just coming through for me to reconfirm to you, my special friend, that they are definitely trying very hard to communicate with you. Now, please, when I say trying hard to communicate, they are communicating with you. So don't go, oh my God, they're trying and I'm not getting it. You are getting it, sweetheart. This is just a validation of for you. You have your own gifts, honey, that they are trying to start to communicate with and connect with. I feel like there's a healing presence with you, my love. So it makes me feel like there's a very big healing modality that could come from you, my special friend. And I say special friend because I feel like there's a special path that is opening up to you. So I don't know if this is your introduction kind of to your new life, or what will become your new life, or how your new life looks, darling. But I feel like this is an introduction. I feel like you have always been special. I don't know if you dream. I don't know if you see, smell, taste, touch. It doesn't really matter. But they're telling me you have the ability to be of service with the spirit world, as well as those of us humans walking around out there. So there must be this awesome, as I said to you, there is a healing compound here that comes from you. I would like to say that the word grace comes up for you, my sweet. So it makes me feel in your energy that there's this beautiful generosity, this beautiful humanitarian heart that comes in from around you. I would like to say that I want to acknowledge there's the younger male in spirit. I also want to say that I don't know if you or someone very close to you has unfortunately lost some little spirits during your journey, but I want to say that I want to at least connect to a little female spirit around you. And I also want to say that I also want to acknowledge that I feel as though there's a younger female of your own contemporary age. So it makes me feel like there was either a friend, a sister, a cousin, someone of your own age, though, sweetheart, around you.
My sister.
Okay, sweetheart. And I feel like she's the one that kind of brings forward the little spirit with her. So whether it was yours or hers, I will say to you, she comes forward. I get the number 4 very clearly with her and you. So I have to say it's either a family of 4, the month of April, or something to do with the number 4, sweetheart. I also want to say to you, I bring white flowers to you from your sister. So she's telling me she's at.
I just actually, I went to her grave this weekend and I left white flowers in her grave.
Bless you, baby. Bless you. She comes through very, very strongly right now, and she's got a lot of emotion. And let me tell you, I don't ever really get emotional anymore. So she's coming through with a lot of love. I'm tearing up. This is not something I do very much anymore. So I'm going to tell you, this is giving me chills all over my body, sweetheart. This is what you needed. This is what's needed to be needed. This connection, these messages right now are going to change everything. It's going to give you the confidence to go forward, my love. It's going to give you the confidence to know that you're getting your messages and that your loved ones are very much around you, sweetheart. I want to say there's a big capital A. So I don't know where that fits in 100%. I will have to say, if there's anything quickly you want to know, we've got a couple of minutes left, but that's about it, sweetheart. So I really want to touch on anything that could really serve you right now. She comes through with green, a lot of green. So there's healing. I felt like I saw a frog. Please forgive me, but I did. I thought I saw a frog. But please hold on to that. It could be a totem. It could come up and make some sense eventually. But listen to me, sweetheart. She wants you to look at the rainbows. I see rainbows all of a sudden. I'm telling her I'm going to have to leave you guys in a minute. And all of a sudden she gave me a big rainbow. So I want you to know that regardless of how she came to be on the other side, she is at peace. She is trying to communicate with you and will continue to communicate with you, my darling. She is very much around you. She sends you so much love. She wants you to play the music. I don't know if there's a song you guys connect to or you feel like this is you or her or a message or whatnot, but she's telling you to play the music and listen to the lyrics. Kelly, I can't thank you enough, sweetheart. It was a very strong connection today for you. I hope that you take your love with. I'm so sorry it's been such a quick one. But Kelly, I send you so much love, my love. And I thank you so much for allowing me to connect with your lovely, beautiful sister in spirit world today. She's very much around you strongly, darling. I have no doubt she will walk with you forever. Oh, much love to you, my darling. Take care.
Okay, thank you so much for this.
Thank you, Kelly. Oh, it was a strong one today, people. The tears don't usually come anymore. I've been doing this for quite a few years and I've built up quite a bit of tolerance. So it must have been a very strong one this morning. Listen, know that your loved ones are always around you. If you do have an opportunity to do your homework, start to give them their signs and symbols to let you know that they're communicating with you. And just like Kelly, having these beautiful signs and symbols come through from your loved ones can touch your heart and really bring you personal healing like you have no idea how potent it is.